Welcome. So, if you're sketching out a business plan in your dorm room, or maybe you're just curious about what really separates a good idea from a great business, well, you're in exactly the right place. We're about to break down what it truly means to be an entrepreneur. Okay, let's kick things off with a big question, one that really gets to the heart of this whole topic. Just think about it for a second. Is every single business owner an entrepreneur? What about the owner of that awesome local coffee shop you love, or a freelance graphic designer? Let's find out. All right, let's dive right in. You see, at its very core, entrepreneurship is so much more than just starting a company. It's a completely different way of seeing the world. Think of it this way, where most of us might see a problem and think, ugh, someone should really fix that. An entrepreneur sees that exact same problem and thinks, I can fix that. They're the ones who don't just see the issue, they feel compelled to actually build the solution. And this really gets to the core of it all. Being an entrepreneur isn't a job title you just get handed. It's a mindset. It's having that curiosity to always be asking what if, the courage to take a leap of faith and step into the unknown, and honestly, the pure determination to create something meaningful, often from nothing. And this mindset, it literally shapes the world we live in. I mean, just grab your phone. The apps you use to order food, to catch a ride, to connect with friends, every single one of them started as an entrepreneurial spark. It was just an idea that someone was determined to bring to life. But this brings up a really important question. If it's all about a mindset, then what truly separates an entrepreneur from other business owners? Let's go back to that coffee shop example to get some real clarity. So here's the key difference. A traditional business owner is focused on perfecting their craft, making the absolute best cup of coffee. The entrepreneur, though, is trying to reinvent the entire system. Maybe using AI to personalize orders, or creating a global subscription model. It's all about innovation and scale. It's the same deal when you compare them to a corporate manager. A manager is an expert at steering the ship, right? Keeping things on course. But the entrepreneur, they're the one who built the ship in the first place, often in the middle of a storm, with not much more than a blueprint and a whole lot of belief. Now, this is a really vital distinction, especially for you as you're thinking about your future career. A freelancer or a consultant basically creates a job for themselves by selling their time and their expertise. An entrepreneur, on the other hand, builds a venture, a system that's designed to grow way beyond them and operate even without their direct involvement every day. Okay, enough theory. Let's ground all of this in reality. We're going to look at two fantastic case studies from Lowell, Massachusetts to see these principles in action. And this is where our first story starts, with a venture called Invisaware. It didn't begin with a spreadsheet or in a boardroom. It started with a real personal feeling, fear. The founder, Rajya, felt unsafe, and she saw a problem that just had to be solved. And that, right there, is often where the most powerful entrepreneurship begins. And you can see exactly how that personal idea became a genuine business. What makes it entrepreneurial is that innovative blend of fashion and technology and a design that was built for massive scale from day one. It's not just a product, it's a scalable solution to the universal need for safety. Now for our second case study, Mill City Grows. This venture tackles a completely different but equally important community problem, food insecurity. And this is just a perfect example of how entrepreneurship goes way beyond tech. Mill City Grows is entrepreneurial because it took an underused resource, we're talking vacant city lots, and innovated a whole new purpose for it. By creating a model for social change that can be copied elsewhere, it shows how this mindset can tackle huge community problems. So what does all of this mean for you? Why does getting this definition right actually matter for your career, whether you plan to start a company or not? This is the key takeaway. Entrepreneurs are the engines of progress. By adopting this mindset, you're not just preparing for a job. You're learning how to be part of the solution, how to push for innovation and growth wherever you go. So ultimately, this isn't just about understanding a definition. It's an invitation to start seeing the world a little differently. I want you to look around you, at your school, in your community, in your own life. Because just like the founders of Invisaware and Mill City Grows, the next great venture will start with one person noticing a problem they just can't ignore. So the real question is, what problem will you solve?